Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Bro, I told you I got you, nigga. I told you, nigga. Let's get it. 1 minute we cool. Then they switch up. These niggas claiming they bad. Now watch them bitch up. 1 minute we cool. Then they switch up. These niggas claiming they bad. Now watch them bitch up. These niggas snakes. So don't you ever trust them. Pussy niggas fake. So don't take nothing from them. These niggas snakes. So don't you ever trust them. Pussy niggas fake. I can't take nothing from them. One day we cool. Next day we not. What the fuck? One day you cold. Next day you hot. What the fuck? These niggas some hoes. Swear they acting like twats. I say these niggas some hoes. Swear they acting like twats. On YouTube, shaking ass for a few views. These motherfuckers, they crazy, man, they got screwed. Everybody got teams now. Now they all telling you choose. If you try to stay out of drama, motherfuckers say you lose. Stay out. These niggas snakes. Swear to God, man, these niggas fake. I be up in the clouds, watching what these niggas say. Watch the move these niggas make. Swear to God, these niggas gay. Kick them out the whip, pick them out the whip. 86 without the K. 1 minute we cool. Then they switch up. These niggas claiming they bad. Now watch them bitch up. 1 minute we cool. Then they switch up. These niggas claiming they bad. Now watch them bitch up. These niggas snakes. So don't you ever trust them. Pussy niggas fake. Ain't don't take nothing from them. These niggas snakes. So don't you ever trust them. Pussy niggas fake. Pussy niggas fake.
Shout out to Rock Squad. Shout out to the chat. Good morning. Good morning. We is live from the basement. Salute to the chat. Hope all is truly well on this Saturday morning. Salute Nurse Petty, member of Team Blaze for the last 9 months, with all those fire emojis up in here. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for your support of the channel, support of all JB2 reactions. I'm here for the content, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it's all about. Salute to y'all, man. Salute to y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in to the show. We gonna get it to it because see now, it's been longer than that. Yeah, it's been way longer than that, Nurse Petty. Yeah, I know that. That's for sure. That is for sure. So, and look, Nurse Petty times that by like 10. Shit. But anyway, so I guess Keyon didn't like Gilbert Arenas allegedly coming to Suge's defense. Now, again, we're going to hear, and shout out to Tiger A. Smith for getting the content. The content that I am about to play is coming from that gentleman and his channel. He put it all together. So it's not of my own content. Fair use allows me to critique and give commentary to said content that is not of my own. Again, shout out to Tiger H. Smith for putting this content together. But again, Keyon is doubling down on what he did. He felt like he did nothing wrong. And it's a lot of people on out there that's siding with Keyon too. But like, you in a professional setting, right? And it still have to be a level of decorum, right? No one is saying that you cannot feel the way you want to feel. I'm not here to say that. That would be very hypocritical of me to even say that, to say the least. All right? But my thing is, he's at work, you at work. I mean, even if you want to say he's an independent contractor, okay, still not supposed to be not supposed to get some type of level of respect enough not to treat the man and talk at the man acting like you had fed this man, you did put money in his pockets. When if he did a service for you, you paid him for that service. It's the way you went about saying it. Like you literally was giving the man an allowance every month. Like this man has to come to you every day just so he can eat. Like, bro, that don't even sound reasonable for you to the way you said it. And I get it. The people that don't like Suge, they eating it up like cake, this and that and the third. Who cares? You know, hey, let them, they having fun with it. It is what it is. Me personally, as a man, I can't stand for that type of shit right there. Nah. Blur, salute to you, man. Kenya is a crybaby. He mocks everyone else, but when it happens to him, he want to play victim. It doesn't work like that. That's what I'm saying, though, Blur. That's exactly what I'm saying, bro. Like, bro, since when do you get a chance when it's talked about on your end? It's all hell gonna break loose, right? But you can sit up here and laugh at Nick Young, you know, Swaggy P. He doing all this, and you sitting back and not saying not one thing to that man. So you don't think him mocking people with disabilities that does things like that? You don't think that's wrong? No one should be mocking anyone when it comes down to it. I mean, if we're going to be honest, but it happens. It's still not the end of the world. You feel what I'm saying? But no, you're really not supposed to do it. You really not. If I'm just going to be honest, but again, we still do it. People don't care. People, if it's funny to them, hey, they gonna say something about it and laugh about it or whatever the case may be. Again, it ain't the end of the world though. Is it very insensitive when you do speak about people's disabilities? Yes. You ain't gonna get no argument from me on that. Hell, I know I'd have been subjected to saying a few things here and there. So I'm not gonna be no hypocrite on that. Well, good morning, VSG. How are you? Happy Saturday. Now, VSG, I'd have picked up where I left off at yesterday. Hey, I ain't got to go nowhere. I ain't got to go no work. And I knew I was going to come on here and do some content anyway. Okay, VSG. Either way, you know you are appreciative, and you already know whenever you decide to want to participate in the chat, you already know what time it is. You good. All right. Again, shout out to Tiger A. Smith. People tried to justify his actions. Now, again, in my own good morning, Tanya. Red hair don't care is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Red Hair Don't Care. Don't care. Shout out to you. All right. Let's get it to the content again. Fair use. This is for the sole commentary of me reacting to this particular content. Again, shout out to Tiger A. Smith for the content.
Gil went and had his 2 cents about it, as well as everybody else. And Gil let you guys know that people trying to justify his actions. No, there's nothing to justify here. So therefore, you want me to do it in public? I mean, private? No, I said I
You
was
West
the
Bank.
same energy, brother. Same energy on the people. Point blank, period.
I apologize.
I don't want your apology. Once again, brother. Once again, I don't want your apology.
So what you want from?
Nothing. Don't ever be in my presence ever
so
again.
Get your ass out of here right now.
Right?
Thank you.
Not ever be in my presence ever.
People really need to know, man, that he didn't have to invite me over. So all that, be careful who you bring around. Like, he brought me over, man. That kind of looked like a setup almost. I don't know.
Be careful who you invite into your home, who you have around your loved ones and your friends and family. This is what you get. People like this.
There's just details in it where, the video itself, where the guy was saying it, he wasn't actually working with us yet, with Gilbert Arenas.
Good morning.
He was reading comments. And so this was a few years ago. So he was.
Well, good morning, Ms. Duvall. Happy Saturday. Good morning, Teddy Grams. Good morning, Teddy Grams. Happy Saturday to you. I mean, it don't sound like to me. It just saying, Gilbert just saying it for what it really is. And let's just be honest. You can't control what grown people gonna say. Why now? If again, Keyon Martin is all cap to me. And regardless, to me, even if you is standing on it or whatever the case may be, your foundation ain't strong with this one though, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you.
He was reading.
Oh, this isn't recent.
Yeah.
This isn't recent.
It wasn't recent. It was pushed to Keyon like it actually was recent, but it wasn't a recent thing. He wasn't on the staff, and I guess he was like defending me in a sense. And he was reading comments and going off the comments, and then he said that about Keyon.
Okay.
And then after the fact, he met Keyon when he came and started working for the company and stuff like that, and him and Keyon became good. So, the people who held on to it, then, oh, we're going to do this. We're going to get it to Keyon. And then, I guess since it came, to light, like, oh, we have the video. And then that's when he tried to apologize to Keyon. So but I can't, I can't comment on stuff like that. I can't intervene on things like that because it's.
So then, wait a minute. So Keyon, why would you get mad about this then and try to make it seem like Gilbert is trying to really pick a side? The only thing that he was trying to do was just to say, man, look, this video was before y'all ever had any type of personal relationship with one another. Whether you want to say that you brought him to your home and you fed him and you put money in his pockets, it's like, bro, that was a reach out this world. Salute, man. Salute. Happy Saturday to you, man. Hope all is well with you this Saturday morning. Good morning, Miss Roz. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, Miss Roz. Good to see you up in the chat. I mean, to me, if no one else, no matter if you don't like Suge, I mean, can people still understand that at the workplace, would you want your boss to talk to you the way Keyon talked to Suge? Would you want your boss to talk to you that way in front of everybody? So that type of thing is cool then, right? So then y'all, to me, so basically let's go down this rabbit hole. So the boss The boss can sit up here and wait until it's a big dumb crowd and then come up and just completely embarrass the fuck up out of you by like talking to you like you're nothing. So that's okay. And then you got people that fake hate him. I mean, it's to a point where I be thinking that I look at it, damn, there, it's like, damn, this is they really hate this man. And I asked the question, what did Suge do to you? What did Suge do to you? Man, but he did this to this person. He did that to this person. But you're not answering my question. What did he do to you? Hey, Cassandra. But that's not right, though, Cassandra, for a boss to ever do that to an employee. To embarrass him in front of a lot of other people. No, that ain't right. Teddy Graham say he's just kind of strange. Yeah.
Like,
what up, Common Sense?
I don't know what's going on. I don't know your conversations you guys had. I don't know your relationship you guys had. You know, all I can do is, hey, as long as ain't nobody trying to throw no punches, you know, if you got to get it off your chest, got to get it off your chest. And then, you know, when I was driving home, I was thinking, like, did he have to do it on Gil's Arena?
See? Thank you, Gilbert. Thank you. Did he have to do it on Gil's Arena? Did he have to? I think that would be the bigger question that everybody needs to ask themselves. Forget your feelings. Forget all that. Did it have to go down there, right then and there? Come on, man.
A lot of conversations about what I did the other day on Tuesday on Gil's Arena. People have the audacity to try to tell me how I can handle situations that I'm in or that I've been put in, right? I don't tell you how to handle your situation.
Nobody is telling you. God damn it. No one is telling you on how you supposed to feel. None of that, bro. So, can I ask you then, Kenyon? Then why did that part have to get edited out then? Why that part didn't stay in the original video? You know why, Kenyon? Because the way you did that on air in front of millions of people, bro, that was just blatantly, that's not nice to do at the workplace, Kenyon. Especially when you guys are live. So I mean you talk a good game though. I mean, nice try. Well, good morning, Lovelace. How are you? Hope all is truly well. And yes, all is truly well on my end, Lovelace. I'm good to go. Yeah, Wilma Allen. Like, bro, I'm so sick and tired of these former NBA players being fake outraged. Like, get the fuck out of here with all that old bullshit. Don't nobody look. I don't have no sympathy for you, Kenyon, about Suge talking about your speech impediment. How about that? you punk. No one cares about you being a tough guy in the goddamn NBA, you punk. Now you hairy at Gilbert Arenas for having an opinion. And really, he really, in my opinion, didn't even really go all the way in. He was just saying, and that made you say, well, well, now you defended Suge? You defended Suge? So Gilbert, you defend, well, shit, hell. Didn't Gilbert Arenas say, ain't he the one that brung Suge in? Who the fuck is you? See, again, he tried to put a title on himself that ain't even there. Come on, man. Bro, you not that. You not that dude. Bro, it's Gil's Arena. Keyon. You want Keyon Arena or whatever the fuck? I mean, go do you then. But until such time, bro, you just the other guys that's on there that he allows on there for commentary on the show. You really, to me, in my opinion, you overstepping your status. Because again, bro, if that really was so okay what you did, then it would have never been edited out. It would have still been in, it still would have been in the podcast live stream that y'all had. Y'all edit that part out. Come on, man. Stop with the shenanigans, man.
Around the situation, knew about the situation before it landed on my doorstep, really close to the situation, and speaking on it.
And then it's like, well, if this entity did it live, how can I say you can't do it live, no matter the audience? You know what I mean?
I didn't see a problem with that. People thought that there was like, oh, why would he do this on? I'm like, come on now, it makes sense. It makes sense.
You put it like this. I can't say it was wrong. I can't say it was right. Like, I'm really on the fence of this. Like, it's like, okay, his was live. Okay, 100 people, right? No one's seen this, right? It's just those guys clipped it and kept it, right? So you could address it on YouTube, could address it, but if you decided to address it here, I can't say, well, hey, that's fucked up. I can't. That's not my place. That's what I said. I can't tell you how to react on something.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
A lot of conversations about what I did the other day on Tuesday on Gil's Arena. People have the audacity to try to tell me how I can handle situations that I'm in or that I've been put in, right? I don't tell you how to handle your situation. People around the situation knew about the situation before it landed on my doorstep, really close to the situation, and speaking on it. Gil went and had his 2 cents about it, as well as everybody else. And Gil let you guys know that this situation was over.
What up, Carlo V?
Dude on the internet doing what he did. But I don't care if it was old or not, right?
You don't care.
It doesn't matter. The simple fact is it was done. Before he knew me, after he knew me. Before he came to my house, after he came to my house. It does not matter at all.
What up with the DC block? What's the word, man? Man, I don't agree. Look, Cassandra, you right. Again, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying that it's no compassion there, but then shouldn't that be all the way around the board then, Cassandra? He want people to sit up here and be all like, Suge bad man for talking about his speech impediment, right? But then this man can sit up here, look at Swaggy P, do all of this and act like, you know what I'm saying, a person with disabilities and put on the noises and everything, right? He can sit there and laugh. He can sit there and laugh at everybody else's disabilities, but you better not laugh at his, or it's gonna be hell to pay the captain, right? That's bullshit, though, in my opinion. Because then you can't sit up here and make fun of other people's disabilities when you sitting up with one your own damn self that you get overly sensitive about, because I stand on that. And y'all know how I feel about people talking about my speech impediment and blah, blah, blah. Like, nigga, man, if you don't go sit your grown ass the hell down, please. You gonna ride this shit to the end.
And that's what y'all fail to realize. People trying to justify his actions. No, there's nothing to justify here. But you're not in this situation to tell me what I should or I should not do, or how I should or should not handle this situation. And another.
No, respectfully, Keyon Martin, forget all that what you talking about. Y'all did, if you would have never did, you know what? See, I'm so sick of these individuals. Well, you can't tell me what to do and how to do it. And well, then maybe you shouldn't have did that live on the podcast then. Then people wouldn't be able to add their opinion about the situation. How is it that now you really is pouring it on thick on being a professional victim at this point? Because somebody help me to understand, why is he getting mad that people is adding their opinion when you put it out there in the first place? Like, bro, you better beat it.
The grown man, right, that had something ill to say about me. Say you tried to apologize for it, and I didn't know of the situation, so blew it off, right? And if it was that important to you to get your message across, you've seen me damn near every day for the last, 2 years? 4 days a week, 3 days a week, 2 days a week.
I mean, Cassandra, you ain't got to go nowhere. I get it. I don't expect nobody. I don't expect everybody to agree with the way I see it, though. I know you see it. I know you see it different. Cassandra, well, look, Cassandra wanted me to bash the shit up out of Suge. hey, call on me. Look, Cassandra wanted me to bash the hell up out of Suge and talk crazy to the motherfucker. Goddamn, look. Cassandra's like, no, I'm out of here, no. Hey, that was funny though, wasn't it, Cassandra? Hey, you had to pop back down. You said, no. Oh man, that was funny. Now that was funny.
Whatever it's been, you had ample opportunity. Like, hey, bro, hey, man, you remember the situation? Hey, I just want to, man, just make sure that you know that I'm sincerely sorry about this. But that's not the case. So when it was
Sir, for real? Sir, you brushed them off. Wait, what am I missing here? Keyon, the man tried to apologize to you and you brushed them off. So that don't count then, huh? He gonna gloss over. And see, this is what professional victims do. They tell half truths. They don't put everything on out there. He brushed them off. Then you dismissed them again like you was Money Mike. Bro, I don't know who the fuck Keyon think he is. Keyon is a boy. Bro, this is some diabolical shit. I don't know, man. I don't know who the fuck he think he is, though, man. Look, I'm with you on that, Carlo V. I'm with you on that. What up with it, Cozy?
brought to my attention, I addressed it. Cool, calm, and collected, right? Didn't raise my voice because I am a grown man and I have that ability to do so. It's just what it is, man. So appreciate all the attention for those platforms that picked it up and didn't take it down. I appreciate y'all for sharing it, for getting the message out there, because there was a bigger message than me checking.
Them guys in locker rooms all the time, and all they do is crack jokes on each other. They talk about niggas' toes. How many people talking about Cat right now and how he talk? You know, after all that, a lot of people, NBA players, a lot of people roasting Cat. So some people, Cat might see somebody that they may have to apologize to him. Like, this should teach everybody a lesson, not just me. I had to be the example. You know, I'm being used. I'm an instrument on this motherfucker, man. You know, and it's, you know, I got to take that. You know, people, they talk about all type of stuff, man. And I wasn't talking about it, man. You know, it was dead wrong. Yeah, a lot of people is going at him, Christy O, for real, man. A lot of people is. And like, I mean, everybody responded to it, but it was about 4 videos I watched to hear what everybody say. And a lot of people, the majority of people, you know, they feel I did the right thing and handled everything right. And the people who, most of the people that I heard side with Keyon, they feel like they don't have all the facts straight. They think that I went to his house first and then made them comments. And they also don't know that when I made the comments, after I said it, is when he was on the show later and spoke about it, his sensitivity to it. And that's when I'm like, oh shit, I fucked up with this. You know, and this is way before I moved to Cali. So when I finally moved here, I felt like I had to apologize. So, and that's what I did, man. And I didn't sugarcoat it. I tried to quote what I said, and specifically said 2 or 3 times, because I heard you speak about how sensitive you are about it. That's why I'm coming to you with this. I repeated the 3 things I said. So I tried.
This is some bullshit. No, man. Keyon, you can't be a tough guy being this goddamn sensitive about this. If you a tough guy, I mean, I'm trying to. No, Cassandra. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. This is insane. I'm talking about tough as nails. But boy, you can get him triggered if you talk about his speech impediment. Shit. You want to trigger Keyon? Just start making videos about his damn speech impediment, and I bet you that motherfucker be wanting to jump clean up out the window. So wait a minute. So then, ladies and gentlemen, what if the whole internet start just talking about Keyon Martin's speech impediment, since we all know that's what triggers him, and watch him sit up here on the online and cry like a little hoe? Sit up here, look, see what they started? Look, now the whole internet is talking about my speech impediment. That motherfucker gonna be all around on the damn internet. He gonna be making little short lives. So that's how you people feel about people that and then that's when the speech impediment shit gonna kick in with him then. He ain't gonna be able to get it out. He gonna be stuttering. He gonna be stuttering through that whole goddamn thing. See, Keyon. See, you shouldn't be getting mad at people because, see, you can't think quick on your feet with your mind. You know, you be glitching. You know what I'm talking about? Shit. It take you probably like the second or third try before you really Oh! So Keyon, you gonna jump bad with everybody that talks about you that got a speech impediment? Well, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Hey, good morning, Dangerous Minds. Happy Saturday to you, bro. Yeah, the weather trying to break. It's supposed to be today in the 73. Carlo V, what I'm trying to get is, he talking about being disloyal and all this and that. Like, bro, what you mean disloyal? He don't. Who the fuck you think you is? You talking about you are disloyal? If you need to look at a person that's being disloyal, look right at Suge. Who the fuck do you think you is? You only been around Suge for 2 years. He don't owe you no motherfucking loyalty. Who the fuck you think you is? And see, that's the thing with me and my mind and how I look at that shit, because it's like, all Suge owes you is to be professional, do his job, and once him being professional and doing his job, then he gets paid for service rendered. See, that's the problem right there. Trying to get cool with motherfuckers. It's a little bit your fault too, Suge. Because sometimes You can't, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it at the end. I'd rather keep it right there, professional, and I going on about my damn business. Yeah, all right, we can kick it while we at work. But once I'm off work, I ain't trying to, what I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, keep it work. Keep it work. I don't see nothing wrong with that. Do anybody up in the chat see anything wrong with that? Keep it at work. It's okay if you want to hang out and eat with your co-workers and all that. I'm not saying none of that, but keep it at work. I think it goes wrong when you try to get too personal with people. You have to protect your peace. It ain't worth me to be trying to be cool with all of my damn co-workers and want them around me. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't operate that way. I am very close to the vest as far as my personal business, as far as what I do, how I do what I do. And that's how I'm supposed to be. I put out there what I want to put on out there. You know what I'm saying? I don't sit up here and act like I got everything or none of that. I am a very humble dude. But when you got a situation like this with Keyon, I don't agree with him calling Suge out the way he did. I'm not saying that he doesn't have the right to his opinion and feeling about what Suge said about him. I want y'all to understand that. He got every right to feel a certain type of way about what Suge said about him. Why would I try to question that? The premise of what I'm trying to get through to y'all is I don't give a damn what you say, Keyon. You could have handled that a different way, bro. I mean, literally, I don't give a fuck what you say, bro. You could have handled that a different way. He's still a man at the end of the day, regardless of an insult that he lays out about you, about your speech impediment. So fucking what, nigga? So fucking what? You think Suge the only person that have ever spoke about your speech impediment, bro? Boy, y'all better hit that like button if y'all picking up what old Johnny Blaze is putting down. Cassandra. So that means Keyon. So that means if Gilbert wanted to speak about his speech impediment, you think he gonna give Gilbert the same type of smoke? If Swaggy P was to speak about your speech impediment, is you gonna give Swaggy P that same energy that you gave Suge? If Rashard McCants was to speak about your speech impediment, right? You gonna have that same smoke for him too? The way you had for like you got for Suge? That's what I would want to know. Is you gonna keep the same goddamn energy? Wait a minute, Dangerous Man say, John, say if they did this, if they did it behind his back. I mean, they could have been plotting and waiting on the right time to do this shit to him, though, Dangerous Minds. Robert Greenleaf say, Suge got punked. I mean, on the surface of it, yeah, you right, Robert Greenleaf. Suge did get punked. Hey, look, I see it both ways. I see it both ways. Yeah, Suge most definitely got punked. He got pumped in the studio. He didn't get pumped in the locker room, though. He got pumped in the he got pumped in the studio. He got pumped in the studio. Hey, it look. Hey, look, I ain't gonna front. We need a drop for Suge for getting pumped in the goddamn studio. I ain't lying. Shit. Now look, fair is fair now. We talked about Kwame getting pumped in the locker room. So how the fuck we can't talk about Suge getting pumped in the studio? Look, and look, that's called it down the middle now. So Suge, I ain't even gonna lie to you, Suge. You might look, just get ready because it's gonna be a drop. Oh, it's gonna be a drop about you, Suge, getting pumped in the studio. It's gonna be at it. Suge is gonna be at it. Suge getting pumped in the studio. Hey, it's happening, Jack. Suge is coming. Look, every time I call it too, it did. Lo and behold, they go to drop right there, and it came on out. Suge getting pumped in the studio. Suge getting pumped in the studio. God damn! Look. I bet you the old Busty Buzz will laugh off of some shit like that. Yeah. The old Busty Buzz, yeah. Suge get pumped in the studio. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that shit now. Man, Carlo V. He couldn't be a nigga though, Carlo V. Yeah, that would have been the typical response though, Carlo V. But like I said, he's still at the workplace though. And that's live, Carlo V. You feel what I'm saying? So like I said, that's why I want to be responsible enough to even when you say that, that's cool. But he at the workplace, bro. Carlo V said, I don't give a damn. Well, okay, say less then. Yeah, he did do it live. Carlo V. He did. So he gave Suge the reaction on what he said. So then the way he disrespected Suge, now could I have blamed Suge if he did go aside Kenya head? No. Cause it's like, bro, okay, fine. You mad and I tried to apologize, but like, bro, you ain't treat me like no bitch. I don't give a fuck how tall you is. I don't give a fuck all that tough shit that you do in the NBA. Motherfucker, I'm gonna make you prove that shit right goddamn now. I'm telling you. And I ain't promoting violence. I'm just speaking it for what it really is. No, Kenyon, I would have had you. I'm gonna make you prove all that shit that you talking about then. No, I'm gonna make you prove it. No, Cassandra, I'd have to make him prove it then. Since he want to talk to me a certain way, I would have had to make him prove that shit. No, fuck all that shit. Now, it's a way you talk to a man. It's still a way you talk to a man, even though Suge didn't overreact to the situation. No, you do it live, well, then you're going to get a live reaction. You ain't going to get no control reaction because, no, my nigga, hold on. I'm still a fucking man. You're not going to talk to me like this. I would have had to make him prove it. I would have made him have to prove to me that he that goddamn tough. I'm telling you, I would have made him play that hand. And guess who's gonna win? Guess who was gonna win, Cassandra? I was gonna win in that situation. Trust and believe I was gonna win. Oh yeah, I was gonna win. No, because see, you disrespected me as a man. You showed me no type of respect at all because you going off an old video that, what the fuck? Okay, so this shit right here still couldn't be handled behind the scenes, and then you get online and then you get mad when people sit up here and say what they saying about you. They saying, hey, bro, you could have handled this a different way. Hey, bro, you need to apologize because you talked to that man like he was a little boy and you was feeding him and giving him allowance, putting money in his pockets. Again, in my opinion, Kenyon demasculated Suge online. Even saying that. In the way that he said it, though, Cassandra. So, okay, well then let me ask you this then, Cassandra. Do you believe that he demasculated Suge online for the way he said that shit to him? Because the way it looked to me, it looked like he demasculated Suge, talking to him like that. Man, I brought you around my wife and my kids. Man, I fed you. I put money in your pockets. Damn. Okay, fine. You mad and you want to do a live because he did it live. Okay, you feel okay. All of that shit is felt like, but damn. Damn. I mean, goddamn. I mean, shit. Ain't no fucking way. Oh, shit. That shit is wild. Either way you look at it, though, Cassandra, the shit is wild. Because, I mean, damn. You gonna talk to that man like that? And again, then you got to look at that part too then, Cassandra. Then they shouldn't have to edit that part on out then. If it was on the up and up, then, Cassandra, then why did they edit it out? That's the part that you got to pay attention to. Why did they have to edit it out? If everything he did was cool, then how come they couldn't leave that part in? And we didn't have to sit up here and get it from Twitter about that whole situation. It would have just been already, it would have been already there. I'm just saying.
Oh, of course he did. Man, listen, it ain't nobody that ain't made a video. Rob Parker, Speak Easy, Marcellus Wiley, Jason Whitlock, everybody. I'm all over the place, man. God damn, boy. Shit. Hey, man, listen, man. Nobody want to go viral for no shit like this, man. I'm telling you, man. But hey, I'm thinking about trying to get on somebody's show. I'm trying to reach out. I wouldn't mind talking to Speak Easy, Emmanuel and LaShawn McCoy, especially LaShawn McCoy, because of what he think happened and how he think it took place. I would love to talk to LaShawn McCoy, and sit down and explain to everybody. I think I should get that from somebody. Somebody should hit me up. Everybody out here in Cali, it might well put me on the platform. I'm going there, man. Explain myself to everybody. And, make sure, it's a good idea to give full context of everything that was said. Because I said it, but I wasn't talking about it. In context of what I was saying, and it sounded like it, but what stuck in my mind is what people were saying in the chat room when he first came on, and I didn't even know he stuttered because I asked Gil why they call him Dutterman. So me saying that is basically saying if he's on his own show, this is what the chat is going to be focused on and roasting and clowning and joking about. So it was bad. It was a horrible way to try to defend Gil, and I know it was just trolling from the other people. It was a bad decision, man. Horrible, But like they said on Jason Whitlock's show, that one guy said, them guys in locker rooms all the time, and all they do is crack jokes on each other. They talk about niggas' toes. How many people talking about Cat right now and how he talk? After all that, a lot of people, NBA players, a lot of people roasting Cat. So some people, Cat might see somebody that they may have to apologize to him. Like, this should teach everybody a lesson, not just me. I had to be the example. I'm being used. I'm an instrument on this motherfucker, man.
He might as well react the Cuban Gooden Jr. scene in Boys in the Hood, Dangerous Man. Look, for one, Suge is a grown-ass man. Suge gonna handle his business the way he handled it. I'm not here to question on how Suge is supposed to move. Suge is the one in full control of his situation, not me. So let me put that on out there. My thing is that I just feel like, in my way of thinking, I didn't like the part of how Keyon Martin handled that situation with Suge. Feel like he could have said all of what he needed to say, get that on out, but it just was a better way of doing that. You emasculated Suge right there on on that platform on Gil's Arena. Now Gil got to sit up here and walk on eggshells about this situation because he don't want to make it seem like he's placating to Suge about a comment that Keyon Martin didn't like regarding his speech impediment. Like, bro, do you know, to me, in my opinion, this shit make you look weak as fuck? And I'm talking about you, Keyon. It make you look weak as fuck that you will sit up here and try to call Suge on out because you got some information about it. So that means, Keyon, that you's a messy son of a bitch then, right? Don't that mean that then, ladies and gentlemen? That means that you is a messy son of a bitch. Y'all hit that like button if y'all picking up what old Johnny Blaze is putting down. Bro, you messy as hell. So I can't take you seriously. Shit, if Suge want to come on over here, ain't like Suge ain't never been on over here.
You know, it's, you know, I got to take that. You know, people, they talk about all type of stuff, man. And I wasn't talking about it, man. You know, it was dead wrong. Yeah, a lot of people is going at him, Christy O, for real, man. A lot of people is. And, like, people really need to know, man, that he didn't have to invite me over. So all that, be careful who you bring around. Like, he.
Man, Dangerous Mans, you bullshitting me. Should better not ever do me like that. No. I don't know that look, that one right there, Dangerous Mans, I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one because no, Suge ain't no. Suge wouldn't have no problem coming up on my panel. It ain't got to be about the money because shit. Hey, wait a minute. Hold on, Dangerous Man. Suge they came up here and guess what? Shot it out old Johnny Blaze. Yeah, he gave me a strong goddamn shout out. You know what I'm talking about? Run, pew, pew, pew. Oh, yeah, you know. Shout out to Andre O.D. Kimball.
How you gonna serve me if I'm lying? Huh? Because you know I ain't lying, bitch. Run. Pew, pew, pew.
You better run. That's what these niggas do. Pew, pew, pew. You hear this? Sue me if I ain't lying. You hear these people tell a lie, and if you don't sue them, that means that they telling the truth. Nice try, my no teeth, my no. Run. Pew, pew, pew. See, they only want to talk in a safe space on their platform. Come to my panel. Come to my panel. That dead ass channel ain't getting no life. None of y'all dead ass niggas ain't getting no life from me. I only fuck with the niggas I fuck with. Shout out to you, Johnny Blaze. Sorry to come run that bitch ass nigga off your panel, man. I gotta catch these niggas when I gotta catch them. You probably look good. We know it's fake. That's what these niggas do. That's what these niggas do. That's what these niggas do. Tell a lie. Nice try, Mondo. Hey, you an unhappily married ass man with missing teeth. You're scared to show yourself, and you're scared to show your wife. I'm tired of these married ass niggas who you don't even see them. You never see them happily with their spouse, but they talking shit about everybody else like this behind the blinking picture. This what they do. They get up here and talk shit about you, slander people's name. They don't care about what the platform them. They just gonna say whatever they can to try to diss the person they don't like. Sorry to come on this.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question. Shut the fuck up. Let me ask you a question. Shut the fuck up. Let me ask you a question.
That's what these niggas do. 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 We know it's fake.
Whatever, man.
Just like you, man. It's fake. It's some fake teeth.
Wait a minute, hold on, so I can make sure this time. Hold on.
Nigga show us fake money.
That shit is not fake.
Hey,
That shit ain't fake.
hey,
Nigga, that shit is not fake.
who the fuck got taxing a brand new bills like that? Just brand new, crispy ass, brand new bills.
Just came from the bank.
Nigga, that shit is fake. You done did it live.
Nigga just came from the bank.
Okay, go spend some money.
Nigga, I just came from the bank.
Go spend it. Show something that you bought.
Right now, the serial number, nigga. Chase the serial number, nigga.
This nigga put
Came
that.
from the bank.
Okay,
Came from the bank, nigga.
you got a real bill, and he's showing it with the fake one. He's showing a real bill with fake one.
Oh my God. First, all of it was fake, man. I'm about to go. First,
He's
all of
showing
it was
a real bill
Hold up,
with
Johnny.
fake one.
Johnny, first, all of it was fake. Now,
Show it.
a real.
Hey, y'all had to be following me to know that last stream right there. Oh my God. And Make It So Bad, ladies and gentlemen, that was in the midst of me doing the Derail Intensive. Now, Carlo V, you've been around long enough. You've been around long enough, though, Carlo V. You know that was right in the midst of me doing my Derail Intensive. That was funny. Oh, boy, that shit was funny as hell. That was funny. I ain't gonna lie. Every time I think about that shit, I just be laughing. They brung all that shit over there to my damn chat. They brung all that shit over there, though, y'all. Y'all, I wasn't fucking with none of that shit. That was at the very beginning of Armando going at Suge, and they was running with, because of what Suge told everybody about him messing at 18 with a 14-year-old. So it took a world of his own. Armando was going at Suge. Skinny was going at Suge. Then they wanted me to join on in, and I'm like, no, I ain't going at Suge. No, I ain't going at Suge. I ain't look. Because that was the way for them to push the content. You feel what I'm saying? they figured, oh, okay, well, this shit didn't happen on your damn platform. Like, all right, that's gonna trigger old Johnny Blaze. And no, Cassandra, I would not go at Suge. Give a damn. They was attacking me. Right, Cassandra. So you know, Armando and Skinny was coming at me hard to go at Suge. And ladies and gentlemen, I didn't fold up like a lawn chair and talk about Suge. I didn't do it. Just because everybody else had wanted me to do it, that don't mean I got to do shit. The fuck? I'm here for me. I ain't had no problem with Suge. Look, I ain't even have a problem with what he told. What the fuck? I ain't have a problem with it. What the fuck I had to do with it? I was going at Darrell. It was Darrell intensive around here. And everybody knew that. Everybody knew that. Okay, it was cool to laugh at, but like I moved on. I went right into what the fuck I was doing. Shit. Leave me the fuck up out of it. Just leave me the fuck up out of it. Because I'm talking about this bastard right here. I'm talking about this motherfucker with the 4th degree sexual assault charge on his goddamn record. That's who the fuck I'm talking about. Y'all talking about Suge? Okay, cool. I ain't look. What the fuck? What? I'm supposed to manufacture some hate for Suge because he told it. He told his background about being. You know, I don't give a fuck. I mean, I'm sorry, y'all, but I don't. No, that didn't make me sit up here and look at Suge any different because guess what? I'm from the era that shit was already going on any fucking way. And it was accepted then. So why in the fuck I'm gonna sit up here and act like I'm about to be all outraged about the shit now? At this point, it's a 4-year difference. Okay, so Suge 50 and his baby mamas is 46 years old. So what the fuck is we really talking about here? The fuck? Like, man, y'all better go ahead on with all that bullshit. No. Now this Nyla person sitting up here saying Suge been stalked up for 7 years. I'm like, boy, everybody getting in with the Suge content. I'm talking about everybody. Boy, Suge, ain't sure people trying to eat, man. We trying to eat off the content, Suge. Cause I ain't gonna even lie to you though, Suge. I know I'm trying to eat up off of it. And look, Suge, I'll be the first one to tell you, bro. Do I really feel that you was wrong about what you said? No. I don't give a fuck. Because that show crossed the bell on what you said. I really don't give a fuck. I mean, let's just be honest. Why am I sitting up here gonna sit up and act like I really give a fuck about what Suge said about Keyon Martin in the first damn place? Give a fuck about that shit. Keyon Martin around here being a motherfucking diva and acting all fake mad for the internet for sympathy and shit. Oh, mark ass motherfucker. Exactly, Dangerous Minds. Bro, you can't be a tough guy and be acting like a diva. I'm just saying. Lorraine say, Lionel say, her and her husband, Taz TV, are worse than Suge. It's documented all over YouTube. Well, but Lorraine, I don't care nothing about that though. That's some YouTube shit though. I don't care about that. I mean, I hear you, but if I'm being honest, I don't give a damn about that shit. They don't have anything to do with what's going on right now. To me, that's just a lot of people filibustering at a point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just being honest with you. I don't give a fuck about all that. All of what Suge did in the past to other people and shit, what the fuck they got to do? And respectfully, what does that have to do with anything right now? That has nothing to do with it. Hey, daughter Zion. Wait a minute. Hold on. Good morning, daughter Zion. How are you? Hope all is truly well. And Cozy. No, I ain't drink. Look, Cozy, I ain't drinking no sweet tea. Hell no, I ain't drinking no sweet tea. Excuse me. No, Cozy. No sweet tea. I still got some Crown Royal. All right, now this is shout out to Connie's son, Keyon Martin apologizes to Suge. We gonna check this content out. This is not my own content. Fair use allows me to critique, give commentary on video. Shout out again to Connie's son for this live stream, for this video right here.
Keyon Martin, you out of line, bro. You way out of line. First of all, shout out to Uncle Suge. Big ups to you, Keyon Martin, for even, considering yourself standing up to a brother like Uncle Suge from Cleveland. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. I grew up with that king. And that king right there is different. That man that was standing behind you, letting you talk to him that way, he suppressed a lot of things in the past to be able to be on that show as well. So it's a lot of things that you don't know. Now, me growing up with him, I grew up with him when I was a kid. He was like probably a generation older than me. Every time he played basketball, he yelled out your name. Before he even knew who you was, he yelled out your name. He played like Keyon Martin because he was a wild guard. Wild, jump, dunk, shoot, foul you, all that. And when he put his headband on like you, he really turned up. Now, this is what you don't know. That man always loved and respected your game and everything. Now, he made that comment of playing the dozens of joking. Now, let's go back to the beginning of why he said that's the stutter man or the dutter man. They were saying that you can run a podcast by yourself. If someone would ask you, Keyon, would you run a podcast by yourself? You'll say, nah, because of your speech problem. He was shining light on some truth, like LeBron James, Bronny James ain't ready to be in the league. You're not ready to run the podcast by yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Just regular conversation, and he started throwing the way that you talk. Me personally, 43 years old, been watching basketball my whole life. I never knew you had a speech impediment until now. The world never knew that. You brought light back to that. The world never knew that, bro. So when Suge was making a small joke about how you speak and you can't run a podcast by yourself, I guarantee it wasn't over 300 people in that room. And you said he did it publicly. It wasn't probably even 100 people in that room. But you stated he did it publicly. And you chose to out him in front of millions, bro. In front of millions of people. You tried to out him. Now, I thought you was going to say he stole some money. He said something to your wife. He did. I ain't think you was going to say he was playing the dozens. He was cracking. We grow up cracking. We grow up saying your mama smoked dope. That's why your daddy fat, your grandma this, and you want to crash out about, come on, man. I built this shit, me, brick by brick. And I'll be damned if I let you tear it down just because you don't like the way another nigga talk. Yeah. Like, come on, bruh. Another thing, you calling Suge disloyal. When a man coming to you trying to apologize, now me, I never ever in my life seen a man blow another man off who's coming to him to apologize. I never seen a parent blow a kid off when they coming like, Dad, I'm sorry. Oh, man, I don't want to hear no sorry. He gonna be like, what you do, man? What you saying sorry for, man? What happened, man? Come here. If a man coming to apologize, he could have been apologizing about anything. He could have been apologizing about doing a lot of, he could have been apologizing about anything, and you chose to blow him off. His apology, though. I can see you blowing off somebody's compliment, but somebody that's coming to apologize, you have to understand what they did wrong. You can't come back and say, oh, we would have had this right then. Why you didn't hear me right then if you was loyal to me and you was showing me love? How you gonna say you loyal to a brother and I'm disloyal to you, but you will blow off my apology? Yeah, I was your friend. You was never my friend. I was your friend. Cleveland niggas, bruh. One thing about Cleveland, the whole world know, you make it out of Cleveland, you can make it anywhere. That nigga made it out of the mud. You understand what I'm saying? You never gave him anything. That man do work, and he told you that I did work for you. You never just put no money in my pocket. We not doing that. We can't be bought or sold in Cleveland, baby. I'm out here in Frisco right now. I'm out here in San Francisco. Yeah, working in the schools. Out the mud, and you can Google me. You can Google me just like you can Google Suge. We got them mug shots too. However, yeah, we gonna make it out and we gonna figure out a way, bro. And the way we do it with grace and love because we know who God is and we know who the devil is, King. That was very, very wrong for you to do that. And you try to use it like Suge is a bully. Suge got a deaf nephew that he raised. Did you know that? Every family got somebody with a disorder, speech impediment, weight problems, diabetes. We all got families that got that in our family, King. We all do. You chose to go at that King totally wrong. He chose to apologize.
I don't disagree at all with this brother is saying. He was way out of bounds, ladies and gentlemen, even in my own opinion. Keyon Martin was way over bounds with the whole thing, bro. And I don't give a fuck about you standing on it or none of that, though, Keyon. You wrong, bro. And you really do need to apologize to Suge. You really do. Suge don't have to say it. Bro, we already get a bad rap as black people sitting up disrespecting one another. You fell right for it, bro. What you did to Suge, bro, you made the cliche for everybody to say about you. You disrespected your fellow black man online. Come on, man. You don't get no motherfucking points for me for what you did. Because I found it not to even be professional about how you went about the whole damn thing. I fed you. I put money in your pockets. Man, fuck you.
Apologize to you in private. In private, you blew off an apology. And another question to you, Keyon. Since you advocating for the people that speak that way, and shout out to the people that speak that way, you know, what do you tell a kid when they tell you that they face people that make fun of them? Do you tell them to crash out on them, that they disloyal?
Cassandra, I'm not going to argue that because Suge is a part of the game. As much shit as Suge has done on this internet, on dragging people, making edits, all that, right? You won't get no argument from me on that. Suge ain't above the program. I mean, if I'm going to be fair, because hell, I just said that Suge need to have a drop. Suge getting pumped in the studio. Swaggy got his phone now. Who you texting, boy? So hell yeah. Hell yeah, Suge. Look. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like he ain't supposed, and Suge ain't still supposed to get drugged though, but like, that still don't negate the fact that Keyon Martin, in my opinion, still went too far. Right, and then Swaggy P gonna tell him, get your ass up out of here. But look, Evie, that shit don't even count because Suge was already leaving. That shit don't count. I ain't giving Swaggy P shit. because Suge was already walking off. That motherfucker just out of nowhere gonna talk about some the dub man. What up? The dub man. Oh shit. The dub man.
Or do you tell them, man, don't worry about that. People gonna pick with you about that, but it's up to us to be strong. You know, those people are more hurt than us by even shooting that hurt towards us. They're trying to hurt us. Hurt people hurt people. What do you tell the kids who you're speaking for? What do they do when somebody try to pick on them about their speech impediment? Do you tell them to publicly try to humiliate them in front of everybody? Let them know, no, this is where I stand.
No, you gonna tell them to fight. Because think about it. Keyon Martin out his own mouth said the only way he knew how to deal with things when people used to pick on him about his speech impediment, right? He said he fought. So that is his message. Fight. So the kids got to fight every goddamn day. Yeah, they got to fight. Yeah, they got to fight. They got to fight every goddamn day, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody say something smart about my speech impediment, you getting it. Bam. But don't think that's a recipe for success.
Real is, I don't know those ex-NBA players' names, but they've been speaking your name. And they've been telling you they can get it up. They've been telling you you ain't this, you ain't that. So to make yourself feel a little macho man again, you go pick on a king who really just trying to make it out, still on that journey, bruh. Still on that journey trying to make it out every day, man. Every day. And you go up there and put him on national. You never put him up there to say, hey, this the guy that be editing the hell out this show. You ain't never put him on to say, hey, this guy right here, if y'all want some shit done, holla at Uncle Suge. You chose to put him on camera for that, though, to tear the brother down. That's the shit right there that I don't respect. And we shouldn't respect. No, he didn't know.
But bro, a lot of people are saying that Suge deserve it. A lot of people on out there saying Suge deserve this criticism that he's getting. Now here come everything that man has did in his past. And any and everybody that has something to do with Suge, think about, ladies and gentlemen, they all coming out the woodworks right now, though, ain't they? Anybody that had any type of association with Suge, they all is coming out. The videos is coming. I'm telling you. And they about to push a narrative and try to make sure, and they trying to make sure it looks so fucked up. See, I told y'all Suge was a demon way before this. Look at what happened. See, look. Suge stalked me for 7 years. Here's the story. Hey, this shit is funny. Boy, I see so many people that hate Suge. Oh, Lord. Look, I see so many people that hate Suge, boy. They coming with the narratives. I'm talking about, they bringing up the old shit. See, but we pointed out this behavior before, but look, see, y'all don't know now. See, he wasn't gonna be loyal to no goddamn Keyon Martin. He's a disloyal son of a bitch. Blah, blah, blah. I'm talking about pouring it clean on Suge. Pouring it on. That shit wild as hell. Suge gotta sit up here and just be like, but on live there, I guess so, Carlo V. Hell yeah, on live there. Hell yeah.
He didn't do nothing disloyal to you by being on the show saying that you can't run the show by yourself because you can't speak. We didn't know that. You mean to tell me your whole NBA career, a fan ain't never said nothing? You ain't never rushed the stands and threw a ball. He talking about my speech impediment. That's the line I cross. You ain't do no malice in the palace. You ain't never blew down on no fans and put hands in there. You ain't did none of that, bruh. You ain't did none of that about this speech impediment, but you want to put my brother, my Uncle Suge out there? Hell no, I don't stand for that, bruh. Hell no, bruh. That man ain't stole nothing from you. You ain't lost no money by him making that joke. You ain't lose no sponsors or none of that. You try to fuck his life up. People probably don't want to rock with that dude, or somehow he disloyal and he come in your house and do what? He cracked a joke back in the day that you can't take today, before he even knew that you felt that way about it. That's why he was coming trying to apologize to you, bruh. That shit is not solid, man. That's not solid. That's why he chose to stand there and be humble and bask in it, bruh. Because that shit was way out of context, bruh. You ain't disclosed why you blew his apology off. Never seen a man blow a man off when he trying to apologize, man. I don't want to hear your apology right now. You don't even know what I'm saying sorry for. I don't care. You make it home, your house burnt to the ground. What up, King? You make it home, your house burnt to the ground, bruh. That shit corny. It's corny, super corny, always gonna be corny, bruh. I don't respect it. Keyon, you owe that man an apology. You owe that man an apology for blowing his apology off and saying, damn, I could have been had this conversation with you, but I chose to blow it off. Disloyal. That man ain't stole nothing from you, not a sponsorship. You trying to kill that man's career. I don't want him nowhere around me. You know he worked for the production company. Now when you there, he can't be there. Like, what we doing? Like, what you trying to do to that man's career because he cracked the joke? Like, for real, let's be 1,000 with this shit, man. Let's be 1,000 with it, bro. You got way more money, you got way more access, and you got way more influence than that young man, man. You tripping, bro. You tripping. You way out of line, man. Nobody want to wake up going viral for cracking jokes. Comedians should have their way. Every comedian start having y'all way with that and see how he draw the line and don't mess with nobody, with everybody. Kevin Hart, everybody.
And I agree. I agree with that. Everybody should sit up here and make fun of Keyon Martin and his speech impediment. The fuck? Let's see how the fuck you handle that shit when the whole goddamn internet is sitting up here talking about your speech impediment and how sensitive you is about it. No, Cassandra, you're right. He don't have to accept Suge's apology. You right. He don't want nothing to do with Suge. Okay. don't think he tripping about that. No, it may not be no man shit right there though, daughter Zion, but like men ain't the same. And all men don't deal with shit the same way. Unfortunately. Now, Via, she say, John, I'm interested to know if Keyon has donated to any speech therapy programs. Well, I will hope so, though, Via, she. I will hope so, the way he's sitting up here jumping out the window the way he is. I'm telling you, the whole internet just needs to run wild and talk about Keyon Martin's speech impediment. And let's see how passionate he is. Because I call cap. Because if Suge was talking about somebody else having a speech impediment, and it wasn't you wouldn't be outraged about it. That's how much of a hypocrite he is. As long as it ain't him, the one that's being talked about, Keyon Martin don't give a fuck. Keyon Martin only speaks for himself. He don't speak for the multitude of motherfuckers. Keyon, you don't fool me, my nigga. You speak for yourself. Do you think if Suge was talking about, if he never mentioned Kenyon's name, right? Let's go down this rabbit hole. Suge says somebody else's name and talking about their speech impediment. Do you think that Keyon Martin is going to have some type of outrage about him talking about someone else's speech impediment? Do you think he going to stand up and be a voice then? Oh, well, I find it disrespectful for you to be talking about people with speech impediment. Me personally, I don't think so. Hey, KTC. But that's just my opinion, though. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. How y'all see it is how y'all see it. But I just don't think so. I don't think that Keyon Martin gives a fuck about nobody else. But when people talks about him specifically and his speech impediment, if it has something to do with anybody else, I don't see him raising a fuss about it.
Body. Start having y'all way with like, come on, bro. You talking about that, bro? Come on, man. You gonna put a man up there and do that for that? Everybody, man. Everybody get at him. Get at him, man. Go holler at those ex-NBA players who was trying to get at you, and you chose to go at Uncle Suge, King. You know? Peace and love, man. I hope y'all find this message very, very refreshing. I don't respect it. I don't respect it, bro. Don't respect the man say another man being disloyal after you blow the nigga apology off. How's you, nigga, how you loyal? You ain't even want to hear my apology. How you loyal to me? How you loyal to me? You said you ain't got no family. Nigga, I'm from Cleveland. Nigga, I ain't got nobody out. I'm out here by myself. Something happened to us, they got to fly our body back, nigga. Fuck you talking about?
Well, Cassandra, and I get that what you're saying, but how about have compassion for anyone in their disabilities, though? Why one have to be greater than the other? You feel what I'm saying? Have compassion for all disabilities. Oh, KTC, this is Connie's son. And I forgot to like the video. Yeah, all, you know what I'm saying? Because see, people, they cherry pick with it though. Cassandra, they'll stick up for one, but sit up here and talk about the other. That shit ain't right. Have compassion for all disabilities though, the same way. I mean, and that's just my opinion. I'm not expecting nobody to think the way that I think about it, Cassandra. Just like you letting your opinion be known up in the chat, and I value that. But that's just the way I see it, though.
No, I ain't got nowhere to go for Thanksgiving, nigga. Thank you for giving me that. What type? That shit wasn't even genuine. How you throw up, nigga? How you throw something up you did?
Exactly. If you genuinely wanted to invite Suge to your house for Thanksgiving, that's your go-to to bring up while you live. And then proceeds to say, I fed you. I put money in your pockets. A lot of people said, yeah, should deserve being talked to like that. He got his karma. Two years in a row, I let you be around my wife, my kids. I'm sorry, Cassandra. No matter what I said, that wouldn't have been the move right there for you to talk like that. Even though Suge played it the way he did,
Out of love, bruh. Come on, man. It ain't love if you throw that shit back up, bruh. It's not love, bruh. It ain't love. Imagine the food that you loved and it digests. You don't throw that back up. It stay down there, it digests and it nurture. You never throw it back up, bruh. It's the shit that you really don't like that you throw back up, bruh. Come on, man. You ain't like having that dude over there. You ain't like having a solid nigga around you. And I bet you he wasn't nothing but a gentleman and honored to be around you that whole time. The only thing you can say about him is he cracked that joke. You can't say nothing that he stink, he smoked too much, he cussed. You can't say nothing about that king but this corny ass shit you using right here, bruh. Grow the fuck up, man. That's top tier light-skinned nigga shit right there. That was the top tier light-skinned nigga shit right there, bruh. Woo-wee. To do that, top tier. Top motherfucking tier. Peace.
when bruh, Suge is a light-skinned motherfucker too. And I guess that's why Suge ain't tripped. He didn't like that part of what he said, put money in your pockets and feeding you and all that. But Suge just as light as Keyon. They both the same goddamn complexion. So I'm just saying.
Get through that, you find the only kind of respect that matters in this damn world. Self-respect.
Fuck these niggas that's crying about niggas making videos on them. You punk ass niggas. Why y'all niggas ain't say nothing when these niggas making videos on the people they make? Fuck out of here.
Y'all some weak motherfuckers. Fuck all y'all. Hit that nigga link. All y'all mother stupid ass women too. Hit this nigga link. Wanna keep requiring me after he done drugged the life out y'all motherfuckers. As soon as when he get the opportunity, fuck you niggas. Bring up Suge. Bring up Suge. Fuck all you motherfuckers. Stay the fuck away from me. You ain't cool with me. Ain't no nigga cool with me. Shooting the shit with a nigga talking about raping my kids. Calling me a fucking child predator. Ain't no nigga cool with me. My address. Nigga, you here. Why the fuck you take that video down here? You let him scare you into taking that video down, man. He's still on here calling you teenage lovers. He's still on here. This ears, what is wrong with y'all? Bitch, you got my address, nigga. My nigga Peep Game over there on the panel. He asking this nigga, like, damn, Peep Game, you ain't gonna hit him with it? It's enough ammunition now to ask him about his teenage lover. Following young girls on Instagram, he's still trying to run that line. All these other, how come he don't ask? Nobody ever asks none of them why you attach yourself to a man. When you asked Kwame that about that, what did he say? Don't attach me to nobody. Don't ask me about other people. As soon as anybody that's cool with me go over there, he gets to bring that shit up. I am so fucking tired of that shit, man. I swear to God, every fucking time. You over there with a guy who follow little white girls. What the fuck? Just come back with like, well, damn, I'm on your panel and you got a 15-year-old pregnant. That's supposed to be the motherfucking comeback. Fuck you, niggas. What about your cousins? What about your brother's convictions? You in pictures with your brothers after they was convicted for sex crimes. It ain't no comeback for these niggas. Everybody want to be Kwame Brown's friend. Like, I'm applying all this pressure and heat, and then these motherfuckers want to come soften this shit up for this nigga. Ain't no motherfucker hit my panel to come holler at me, but they want to soften it up. My address. Bitch, you got my address. I'm tired of that shit, man. Don't know Kwame come on my panel, and I get to ask that Kwame, hey man, why you over there with it? These people keep doing this shit to me because it's entertainment. Got my address. Got my address. Ask that nigga, hey man, would you threaten to have his child raped? Where's the comeback? Where's the comeback? You talking all this stuff about kids, Kwame. You was on that man's daughter page and was threatening to show his daughter on Christmas. Never no comeback. Never no comeback. Fuck you niggas. I hit that motherfucking backstage and I put on every piece of fucking gold I could for you. I put on every motherfucking gold chain and bracelet that I got in that bitch, tripping on your bitch ass nigga. Yeah, and your bitch ass just left me back. I said I'll never hit that nigga panel again, but I ain't planning on tripping like this on, you know. Yeah. Fuck you, yeah, I'ma rub this shit in. You bro, I'm in that bitch like you broke bitch. He ain't gonna let me up. Broke you nigga, broke bitch. Y'all some weak motherfuckers. All y'all. Hitting that nigga link. All y'all mother stupid ass women too. Hit this nigga link. Wanna keep Kwame after he done drugged the life out y'all motherfuckers. As soon as when he get the opportunity, what he do? Bring up Suge. Bring up Suge. Fuck all you motherfuckers. Stay the fuck away from me. You ain't cool with me. Ain't no nigga cool with me. Shoot the shit shit. When a nigga talk about raping my kids, calling me a fucking child predator. Ain't no nigga cool with my address. Fuck with niggas like that. Fuck you niggas. Fuck you niggas. I don't give a fuck who it is. Niggas texting and playing games with Kwame niggas. Fuck you niggas. Stay the fuck away from me. Period. Don't text my fucking phone. You don't hit me up. Don't congratulate me. None of that shit. All you niggas, stay the fuck away from me. This coward ass nigga scared as fuck. His whole family scared of me. Bitch, you got my address, nigga. Fuck you niggas. Whole ass niggas. I done drugged this nigga mama, daddy, all of them. And when I go, listen, I got a thing for children. I'm holding back on them little ugly motherfuckers. I'm holding back on them motherfuckers. Yes, the fuck I am. But I got some ex-man that just might go up on this bitch. He wanna keep playing this fucking game. Fuck you niggas. And all y'all some hoes. All you punk motherfuckers who won't say nothing and y'all wanna talk to me behind the scenes, you a hoe. Nigga, you a hoe. You a motherfucking hoe, nigga. Fuck you, nigga. Fuck boy ass niggas, y'all niggas hoes. Fuck you niggas, y'all niggas hoes. That's why I'm leaving all you motherfuckers behind. With or without Gil, I'm behind niggas.
With or without Gil, I'm climbing niggas. Hey, it is what it is, man. That would have been raw right there. Carlo V, that would have been raw right there. That would have been raw if Suge would have actually said that shit. I bet that shit would have went viral too. Shit. That shit would have went viral like a motherfucker. That most definitely would have went viral. All right. So now we're about to get into this part of the show. When unaliving a witness goes wrong. Shout out to Crimeology. They posted this video 6 days ago. Detroit is a crime-ridden city that's home to daily robbers, gun crimes, and most predominantly, y'all know the rest. But anyway, shout out to Crimeology for this content, fair use. This is the sole purpose of me giving commentary on this particular body cam story. Fair use allows me to critique, good or bad, without any malicious intent. All right? This is for entertainment and educational purposes only.
Let's say you've committed a crime and are now facing charges. There's a witness in the case, and you're sitting there thinking, if that person just wasn't around anymore, maybe this whole thing goes away. Maybe the case falls apart with them being gone. That's the logic the average criminal uses when they take a life during or after a crime. No face, no case. You could be facing 5 years in prison for a simple robbery, but if you took out the witness, you'd be facing 0 years. So long as no one ever catches you for it, because then you're facing life. Obviously, most times killing someone goes the other way. Sometimes you kill the witness and it doesn't help you at all. It just makes everything 10 times worse. And soon enough, you realize way too late that you just destroyed your own life for absolutely nothing. Well, a carjacker from Detroit learned this lesson the hard way in the fall of 2018 when he tried to get his theft case dropped, only to destroy everything in the process. His business, his life, his friend's life, and even his relationship with his girl all gone over a poorly made decision that took less than a week to make. Starkeisha Thompson was 33 years old, living in Detroit with her teenage son. She worked, stayed out of trouble, and minded her business. But in September 2018, she became a victim of something she had nothing to do with. It was September 7th at around 9 at night. Starkeisha and her boyfriend pulled into a BP gas station on North Harper Avenue in Harper Woods to get gas. They were in a nice 2018 Dodge Charger, but someone was eyeing their car. A guy walked up to the driver's side, pulled out a gun, and told them both to get out. Then he just got in the Charger and drove off with it. The guy's name was Kenneth Dixon. He was 26 years old from Warren, about 20 minutes north of Detroit. Harper Woods police spotted the stolen Charger later that night cruising around on Detroit's east side. When they tried to pull him over, Dixon bailed out and tried to run. They caught him after a short foot chase. He got arrested and hit with 15 felony charges, including carjacking, 2 counts of armed robbery, receiving stolen property, and resisting police. They gave this goofy the whole ass package. The judge wasn't playing around either. He denied bond completely and kept Dixon locked up in Wayne County Jail. Turns out Dixon already had a criminal history. He'd done time for armed robbery before and had only gotten out of prison earlier that same year. So he'd been free for maybe a few months before he was right back in a cell, this time facing way more serious charges. Now here's the thing. A lot of people have mixed opinions regarding going to court in cases like a carjacking. You file the police report, sure, you of course tell the cops what happened, but actually going to court, sitting in front of the defendant and testifying against them in person is a whole different level of involvement. A lot of people would just say, nah, I'm good, and try to stay as far away from the whole situation as possible. But Starkeisha wasn't like that. She decided she was going to do the right thing and show up to testify. On October 3rd, 2018, Starkeisha showed up to Dixon's preliminary examination at the courthouse and told the court exactly what happened that night. She identified Dixon as the guy who carjacked them. She walked the prosecutor through the whole incident step by step, pulling into the gas station, the gun being pulled, being forced out of her car, and watching him drive away in it. But while all this was going on, Dixon wasn't just sitting there listening to testimony. He was paying attention to everything in those court documents. And somehow during this whole court process, he managed to get access to Starkeisha's home address. It was right there in the paperwork. Victim information is supposed to be redacted and protected, so defendants can't find out where witnesses live. But Dixon got it anyway due to a failure of the court. Regardless of however the info got in there, now he knew exactly where she lived. 6 days later, October 9th, 2018, early in the morning, Starkeisha went through her normal routine. It was a Wednesday at around 8:05 in the morning. She dropped her son off at school like she always did, then went home and pulled into her driveway at her home on Collingham Drive, just off Cordell Street on Detroit's east side. She got out of the car, probably thinking about her day and maybe what she needed to get done at work. But what she probably wasn't thinking about was the stranger stalking her every move nearby. Corey Holmes was a 39-year-old ex-con who'd met Dixon when they were both locked up in prison years earlier. Holmes had been out for a while, but he and Dixon stayed connected. And when Dixon needed someone willing to kill for him, Holmes was apparently that person. He'd been sitting there waiting for Starkeisha to come home. The moment she stepped out of her car, he walked right up to her in her own driveway and started shooting. Corey shot her an alarming 12 times, hitting her in the head and body.
Now, you know what? They should be held accountable for this part, this glitch right here. They allowed her information to be out there for, man, look. If they supposed to be on top of redacting personal information from people, then what was this? They blankly put them in harm's way.
Witnesses later said they heard the gunfire echoing through the neighborhood that morning. Starkeisha didn't have a chance to run or defend herself. She died right there on the pavement, just a few steps from her front door. Her neighbors called 911, but by the time police and paramedics arrived, she was gone. Starkeisha's father, Curtis, was absolutely destroyed. He showed up to the crime scene that morning and told reporters that the police had pressured his daughter to testify against Dixon. Quote, "She didn't want to testify because these guys were violent," he said. "They carjacked her with a gun." He felt like the system had put his daughter in danger and then failed to protect her. The whole thing was so overwhelming. Standing there on the other side of the police tape, watching investigators examine the spot where his daughter had just been murdered, that he literally collapsed. His heart couldn't take it. Detroit Police Chaplain Cedric Wyckoff had to rush over and resuscitate him right there at the scene. Later, Detroit Police Chief James Craig held a press conference and revealed something important. Before Starkeisha even testified, Dixon and his people had tried to pay her off. They'd reached out and offered her money to stay quiet and not show up to court. She refused multiple times. She wasn't doing it for money or recognition or anything like that. She just thought it was the right thing to do to put the man who robbed her behind bars and prevent him from robbing others. She had no idea that decision would get her killed. Dixon, however, wasn't alone in this. His girlfriend, 23-year-old Yolanda Streeter, had been helping him plan the whole thing. She was on the outside while Dixon was locked up, so she could move around freely and help coordinate everything. And once Starkeisha was dead, all three of them, Dixon, Streeter, and Holmes, probably thought they pulled it off clean. They were dead wrong. The police knew exactly where to look. Dixon had the most obvious motive in the world. Starkeisha had just testified against him 6 days ago, and now she was dead. It didn't take a genius to connect those dots. So detectives immediately started pulling Dixon's jail calls from Wayne County Jail to see what he'd been talking about. And this is where people always mess up. Every single call you make from jail is recorded. There's an actual warning that plays before every call telling you that. But Dixon, being a goofy, still talked like nobody was listening. Dixon, Streeter, and
being a goofy and KTC, they know they calls is being recorded every time they get on there. They know the calls is being recorded. And guess what? The goofy sons of bitches still sit up here and say all type of shit. All type of shit on there. Goofy motherfuckers.
Holmes had been on the phone discussing everything. They talked about Starkeisha by name, discussed how to make sure she couldn't testify, and planned out what needed to happen and who was going to do it. Dixon coordinated everything from his jail cell, Streeter helped set things up on the outside, and Holmes was the one willing to actually pull the trigger. These goofies basically handed the prosecutors their entire case on a silver fucking platter. On October 17th, 2018, just 8 days after the murder, Detroit police arrested Streeter and Holmes. 2 days later, on October 19th, the Wayne County prosecutor charged all three of them, Dixon, Streeter, and Holmes, with first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, witness intimidation, and retaliating against a witness. Holmes got hit with extra charges for being a felon with a gun. In December 2018, Streeter did something straight out of a Tubi series. She was looking at life in prison, so she took a deal. She pleaded guilty to second-degree murder and agreed to testify against Dixon and Holmes as a witness, doing the very thing that had gotten them in this ridiculous mess in the first place. In exchange,
damn! So they has cleaned down the goddamn river so she could get a better deal. Boy, see? That's why when you doing crimes, you supposed to be solo dolo. Ain't shit. Boy, what the fuck? Man, please.
she'd get 11 to 25 years instead of life. She got sentenced in 2019 and shipped off to prison. Dixon's trial finally happened in October 2022, 4 years after the murder. The delay was partly because of COVID shutting down courts, but also partly because of how complicated the case was. His carjacking case and the murder case got combined into one massive trial, so the jury was hearing about everything at once. The prosecutors played the jail recordings in court. You could hear Dixon's voice on tape discussing the murder, and of course, the jury heard the testimony against him, the evidence regarding the carjacking case that had started the whole thing, and his very, very, very obvious motives. The jury convicted him on everything: first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, witness intimidation, and witness retaliation. On November 10th, 2022, the judge sentenced him to life without parole on the murder charges, meaning he'd never be eligible for parole, ever. Then the judge...
Damn! That most definitely went wrong for him. Trying to get rid of the witness, and the police find out that you tried to do it, and give you life without the possibility of parole. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I got this point to say, right? And I'm a project baby. Yes, I grew up in the projects. I grew up around all the crazy shit in the world, right? But you still have choices in life as an individual that you're free to make, right? You can sit up and talk about how you was raised, what you was, the culture that you was raised around, all that, right? Okay, cool. But these individuals is making terrible decisions, poor decision making in life to a point where it gets you in a situation where others is able to tell you what to do, when you supposed to eat, when you supposed to wash your ass, all of that, right? And you have to be in this situation for the remainder of your life. You have to be subjected to someone telling you when you can go the fuck outside, when you have to come in as an adult. Let that sink in, ladies and gentlemen. As an adult, you have to listen to somebody tell you when you can take a shower, when you can eat, when you can have privileges of looking at TV. Like nothing is of your own decision making, because why? You have forfeited that right to make your own decisions. Now you have others to make decisions for you as far as what you're supposed to do. And let you not conform to those demands, then you get punished. You young people see something right about that? Y'all want all the freedom in the world. Y'all want to be able to do all of what the fuck you want to do, right? But then you ain't willing to put in the work to be able to do what you want to do. Imagine that. You put on the mental, you give your own self the mental, you give your own self fucked up mental thoughts when you sit up here and you make bad choices. It's only because you get caught and you go to jail and you have all of the regrets in the world as far as what you did. But you didn't have no regret when you was doing it, because you made a sound decision to do whatever it is that you did to put yourself in jail, in prison. And as a whole, we need to do better in making sound decisions on out there in life. We need to start thinking about the overall picture about the things that we choose to sit up here and indulge in. Not just think about the gratification of what you're going to get out of the situation. Think about the bad part of if you don't make it through. And again, if you don't give a fuck, all right, stand on what you do. But when I hear people cry victim, see, that's why I have a problem with all this shit. Because see, you made a sound decision to do the wrong thing instead of the right thing. So since you made a sound decision to do the wrong thing, then you got to accept the consequences of your wrong decision. You can't sit up here and get online and get the crying about the wrong decision that you made, and now you're being mistreated. No, I'm sorry. I don't fall under that category of that. When you're making correct decisions in your life, not to put your livelihood at risk. Ladies and gentlemen, self-preservation is a must. And look, you can say, yes, you self-preservation up in jail and all this and that, but what about self-preservation on not going to jail? Why don't people have that same urgency in having self-preservation of not going to jail or to prison, but they got all the self-preservation in the world in jail? I'll wait. So they value having self-preservation up in jail more than having self-preservation on not going to jail. Oh, okay. Okay. In my opinion, I will have the self-preservation on not going to jail than to have to worry about having a certain type of self-preservation if I'm in jail. I hope that ain't go over nobody's head. Okay? I really hope that didn't go over nobody's head. Ain't that a shame, ladies and gentlemen, that we sit up here and we praise individuals that's up in jail that didn't have to go through self-preservation to protect themselves. But what about the self-preservation on not going to prison? We don't have conversations like that now, do we? Maybe I need to do another show and put that as a title and open up the panel. Maybe I need to do that. How is it that you have all the self-preservation in the world when you're in prison, but you don't have that same preservation, self-preservation on not going to jail? What y'all think about that topic right there? I ask y'all, what do y'all think about that topic? Ain't that a problem? I will ask the audience, ain't that a problem? I think that's a problem, ladies and gentlemen. And I think that needs to be talked about. Think about what I'm saying. You got self-preservation when you go to jail. High alert. I got it, of course, as you supposed to. But ain't that supposed to apply beforehand, before you even get to jail? Shouldn't you want to have self-preservation on not going to jail versus you having to have self-preservation when you go up in there? Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. I'm not talking no bullshit right now. I'm talking some real shit. Anybody up in the chat can challenge me and say, Johnny Blaze, you cap. Johnny Blaze, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. I welcome that. I welcome anybody up in the chat to tell me, Johnny Blaze, you don't even know what the fuck you talking about. You talking some bullshit. I'll wait for that. The fuck? That's all right. I'm going to make a whole nother show about that. And I'm going to open up the panel. Because I don't understand that. Self-preservation is supposed to kick in at all times. Yes. Are you going to make mistakes? Yes. But guess what? I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, a badge of honor, or none of that shit. That's bullshit. That's a cliche, right? To make yourself to feel better about you going to jail for some bullshit. You going to jail for a badge of honor? No, that is bullshit, ladies and gentlemen. And that's all right. I'm going to have that show. I'm going to have a show about that. And I'm going to do it later on. It's 11:47. Yeah, I'm off today. I'm off this weekend. So I most definitely can have a show about that. Because I want to know. And look, whatever your opinion is your opinion. Oh, I'm going to bring that show today. Okay? Today, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to have that show and I'm going to open up the panel and I wanted to stick to the topic of what I'm talking about. Because, no, I just want to hear different perspectives behind that. I think that would be a great show. Okay? So, look, here's the thing, right? I'm about to take me an intermission for a couple hours. I am about to come back after 2 hours. I am going to make the show up and I'm going to title it a certain way and I'm going to open up the panel. I want y'all intake on that. All right? Because I think that's something to actually talk about. Because this is asshole backwards when you have people that has to use self-preservation on when they go to jail. But what about the mentality of having self-preservation on not going to jail? Okay, KTC. Oh yeah, he moving around. He moving around, KTC. He just came from outside. Yeah, he just came from outside, so he been moving around. But I'm like I said, I'm just gonna take me a couple hours off, and I'm gonna come back. That's what I'm thinking, KTC. I know that should be a good live stream to have and have people come up here and give their perspective on that, because you really do need to think that way about this whole thing. So salute to the chat. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all pulling up on. But Johnny Blaze is up out this thing. All right. I see y'all in a couple hours. I'll be back.